Hello and welcome to Inside Story. I'm Yondan Latu. Hong Kong is a unique city driven by business and dollar signs, but at the same time, not beyond caring, compassion, and camaraderie. In keeping with that spirit, the protests that have been blocking the city's streets for over a month are like nothing most people have ever seen before. At the base camp in Admiralty, a community has evolved that caters to the needs of the protesters. Besides food and drink, it also means classrooms, since many of the Occupy movement's members are students. Whether you believe in their cause or not, you have to admit that when Hong Kongers do something, they do it their way.
Hong Kong is in the midst of the biggest political protests it has ever seen. There have been violent clashes between pro-democracy demonstrators occupying parts of the city, not only with police trying to remove them, but angry locals whose daily lives and livelihoods have been seriously affected. But while the TV cameras focus on the mayhem and political bickering between the government and protest leaders, a seemingly peaceful community has formed along the stretch of road in Admiralty, where police tear-gassed protesters when they first took over the streets a month ago. Some of the protesters have been there since the start, living on the street. But how do they get by? What do these people do at night? And how long are they prepared to stay?
本身嗰件事咧就同我冇太大直接嘅關係嘅，咁爭取民主呢個緊㗎啦，呢個就咁，但係我覺得我自己未係學生嘅一部分啦，咁我就本身係諗住唔參與嘅，咁但係咧佢發放咗第一粒嘅催淚彈嘅之後咧，就我覺得我係需要出嚟保護呢一班學生。
The first things you notice when arriving at the Admiralty protest camp are lines of resource tents, which are open 24 hours and provide the occupiers with essentials like food, drinks, tissues, towels, and even mattresses. Jimmy runs one of the stalls. It's something he would never have imagined himself doing. He was among the hundreds hit by tear gas.
嗰陣時，我打算咧揾一個好有利嘅位置嘅，咁就係又唔好話衝得太前，但係又同時間又唔好話去到褪得太後嘅。咁我就企咗喺個消防喉嗰粒位嗰度啦。咁就見到另外有兩個又係有兩個朋友喺度啦。咁佢哋已經喺度整緊啲水啊，或者啲食物啊咁樣嘅。之後咧個物資站咧就開始慢慢咁營運落去咯。
Providing supplies to the hundreds of protest campers every day and night is not an easy task, but Jimmy feels that he and his friends have helped prolong the movement. Without them, he feels many of the protesters may have left.
我覺得係一件好團結嘅事嚟嘅，係咯，好團結、好守望相助嘅一件事咯。我自己嘅目的咧就係想做一啲 backup 嘅工作，咪肚餓嘅話可以有嘢食。 口渴嘅話有水飲。
But many are questioning who is paying for it all, who is bankrolling the movement. Are certain powerful and rich individuals or groups secretly funding the civil disobedience campaign? Perhaps with some hidden motive. Jimmy doesn't believe that to be the case.
我其實唔需要啊，因為係好多好自動自覺就會過嚟問我哋需唔需要物資啊咁樣嘅，係咯，因為好多市民都有咁做，其實坦白講係有陣時間唔中咧係會浪費少少嘅食物嘅，係啊，因為實在太多啊，因為係咯，由細到大，除咗6·4事件之外咧，今次係我第2次見到香港人係咁團結咯。
One of the members of Jimmy's team is 68-year-old Won San. Every day he cooks meals for the volunteers in the booth.
我主要咧都係朝頭早有時買下啲菜，買啲嘢咧就整好晒，咁我下晝自己做翻自己公司啲嘢，咁啊然之後咧就3、4點開煮定啲嘢，咁啊拎嚟俾佢哋，等佢哋有啲嘢食下咁咯，主要都係咁樣咯。咁啊希望透過呢種等佢感覺到我哋即係有人支持佢。 咁所以我嚟到見到佢哋真係又好落力，好自動自發，即係基本上我其實梗係都希望香港能夠有一個以香港做核心，因為我本身都香港出世啊嘛，咁我都想用一個香港嘅立場去做一啲嘢。
It doesn't matter whether you are a protester or just a passerby. Anyone is welcome to grab a drink
or packets of biscuits for free from the lines of resource booths.
In a way, we don't need the government to live. We can sort out all of our basic supplies just, through peaceful cooperation and, not even under government rule. Because we'll talk about a lot of the press saying how disorganized these student groups are. I think this shows how mature they are, because they're looking for our basic necessities, and they're providing it for everyone. And like when in Hong Kong's history do you have such solidarity amongst the people, amongst the youth? I think that in itself is a beautiful thing.
One of the key symbols of the protest movement is the umbrella, after occupiers used them to defend themselves from tear gas and pepper spray during clashes with police. Despite warnings not to from both pan-democrat and pro-government lawmakers, many are calling this the umbrella revolution, reminiscent of the so-called color revolutions in Eastern Europe, the Middle East and elsewhere. In this instance, the color is yellow.
When I first come here, I will walk around and see there is anything missing or any new installation or decoration here. And I just found that there is some people is using a paper to make a umbrella. And I think, this umbrella is very beautiful. I love to have one. People come here, do you want to learn how to make this? And I just very happy. I would like to join. Can you teach me? And they are very proud. They are very happy to share this knowledge to me. I think it's very funny. Our government said umbrella is a weapon, but I don't think so. Just didn't hold an umbrella to protect ourselves. It's used to protect. It's not a weapon. It's used to defend. Government said it is an attack weapon. It is not. Actually, as you can see, every umbrella is very small, and it is all handmade, not by machine or by some factory making out. And every single umbrella responds to one people's mind or their policy, and then they will try to write some letter on it that's meaningful. Like, for example, "Add oil Hong Kong" or I love Hong Kong. And that's something very meaningful, or something sentence they store in their heart and want to tell to other people, and then they write on it and holding in that decoration. And when the people walking after that, when the people walking around this umbrella, they will try to read the words and try to understand others' mind. And I think this is a very good way to share our opinion with others.
I think this is very beautiful and also very meaningful. An umbrella represents the spirits. We insist peace and love. We do not fight back, but we also do not want to run away. We want to stand for what we're fighting for, which is democracy in Hong Kong.
Umbrellas are also given up for free, and some are turned into works of art. Student Flora Mendes was inspired after seeing protesters with umbrellas and believes art can play a role in politics.
One, I like flowers, and flowers represents something, it is a symbol of life. And, it creates a positive atmosphere, to me at least. And for umbrellas, of course, because this movement is called umbrella movement, so I guess they are related, And sometimes, especially in summer, it is rainy here, so umbrellas would be a very good friend for you to stay under rainy weather and pepper spray. But to me, art is a very important element in my life. I think personally, everyone is an artist of their own life. All I'm hoping is that they would receive my message of, that the umbrella and the painting together. That, of course, creativity is something that I want to deliver in my message. And the other thing is that I would like to send out a message that no matter how hard it is, that the most important thing is you have to stay calm and positive. So it can be either peaceful, beautiful, it's up to you, so long as it is not that negative. Because of my painting, it actually connects some people together, strangers, and they have they had discussions, and then we become friends just like that, and which is a very, very amazing thing. Most of the time they would be like, asking me to draw something for them. And I think they really respect my ideas, but I would love that, they, if they want to paint together with me, that would be fine, that would be excellent, because, that is a very, very good interaction. And you are the painter, you are the artist of the umbrella.
The umbrella arts, it's a really creative way to express the protest movement, which is, really beautiful, because instead of going out and confronting sort of people and the government, they're using their sort of emotions on more creative things and expressing it through pieces of art.
I love the way when they take pictures of the umbrellas because of the advanced technology that we have, they can post the photos, to some social medias instantly, and that is a very good way to spread the positive energy that I hope that they would be doing.
Despite her positive view for the Occupy movement, Mendez believes they are ultimately futile, and the Hong Kong and central governments will not give in to the protesters' demands.
我係一個理工大學嘅大學生啦，咁我哋係讀設計系。
Well, I'm a design student study in local university and about environmental and interior design. So this is my final year.
Many of the protesters at Admiralty are students, skipping school or university to spend time at the protests. While it may seem like organized truancy to some, the students have set out to prove it's not, by building their own classrooms so they can keep on studying.
我哋就諗一啲學生佢哋成日都會因為呢個活動而俾屋企人話你唔返學，咁所以我哋都會諗我哋可以做到啲咩去幫我啲學生嚟到呢度咧？咁我哋就諗咗呢一張台啦，就可以一齊去做嘢啦，同埋佢哋可以互相去交流啦。
Actually, we are building a lower height desk for people to sit more on the ground, because tutor can stand up, can look what they are writing, maybe can correct them or give some small lecture. So it will be more convenient for the tutor. So this is the space for them, for the tutors and students. Somehow the wood we get from the abandoned site, from the site, is not too regular, so we have to custom make every desk. So you can see we are trying to cut into pieces. So to make it stand at this gently slope, it don't cost us anything. We just need to pay some time to building it.
我哋每人去即刻攞咗呢啲物料之後啦，我哋係去規劃點樣去攝落呢一個石膊度啦，因為呢個石膊係最慳位嘅，同埋都喺中間就好容易望到啦。咁喺嗰邊同埋呢邊嘅人都會去用到，因為始終呢個石膊我哋去跨係好難。咁兩邊嘅人可以唔使跨個石膊就可以用到，就係咁。
I think this such a scenario is somehow surreal because people won't think about such a protest, such area can utilize some of the space for learning, for teaching students.
Students built this study area using bamboo and yellow tape. They say it symbolizes their determination to fight for democracy.
I think we are trying to redefine this protest. It's not just violence, just about those dark side of the society, those sadness of the society. But we are trying to make use of the time, make use of the space.
知道佢為人之後，我就對佢嘅個人啦好讚賞，因為其實呢啲全部都係佢哋自發性咧搞出嚟嘅。為係可以講話係為其他學生咧提供咗一個學習嘅平台，日頭返學。
夜晚翻屋企沖涼，夜晚嚟呢度瞓覺，第二日朝頭早就翻學。其實喺呢度讀書好大壓力嘅，經過路人會係咁影相，咁有啲經過路人就會開閃光燈，咁又要即係我唔係話呢個係一個好大壓力啦，即係好似會有啲記者啊過嚟採訪啊，咁其實仲有隔離啲人會講嘢好大聲啊。嗰塊牌我寫嗰陣時，我寫住話請勿打擾，即係冇開閃光燈，同埋請加油讀書，同埋就係請支持，多謝支持。We love Hong Kong.
I think this is a convenient way for us to have a place to study because most of the participants here are the students and they pay their time here, but they still are working on their study. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised when I first see this area because I come here and actually I've bring some material here for studying, but I don't expect there's a table here. Yeah, I think the students here is really creative.
It's very nice to have these tables and that people build them. Like I said, I think it will not cost them much time, but just somebody has to have the idea and maybe like to do it, and then people are following or saying like, yeah, it's good.
I really need to have something more like steady than an iPad, so I think it's really nice. It's really thoughtful of them to actually create to create this. Yeah, I think like, and then the parents, they won't have the excuse like, dude, you have to study, like go back home.
Near the study area, tutors offer free lessons to students.
And so students, they sacrifice their time in staying here, no matter they stay at night or even they boycott the class in the daytime. So they still have to study. That's the responsibility that they sacrifice. So I think I'm here to help them and to support them.
Kenneth Ken has been a biology teacher for 5 years. He comes to the protest zone to offer free tutorials to student protesters every day after work.
We did photosynthesis, because they're going to have their practical exam very soon, like I think it's next year, April. So they just like have time to study, and because they can't really concentrate at school, so what we focus on is like the topic that they are learning.
I've never seen anything like this in a protest before, so it does have a sort of unique atmosphere. I've never seen homework being done and people tutoring other people on their homework. It's two 17-year-old, very nice 17-year-old girls, and I saw a 14-year-old boy studying physics like a couple of nights ago. And
I'm a business student studying accounting and finance at the University of Hong Kong.
I'm also a business student majoring in information systems and computer sciences.
We saw that there was a booth and there was a guy teaching biology for secondary students. So we also want to play a part and contribute to this movement. So we set up this. We just try as much as we can to help them, to contribute to this movement. We don't know how much we have done, how much we have achieved in this movement, but we just try our best.
It serves as a very warm support to them. Maybe they just ask us like a few questions on mathematics and economics, but I think this kind of care can show our support to each other and make this movement last.
On the other side of Harcourt Road, there's a wall full of colorful notes written by protesters. Ronald Wong spends his time handing out pens to people and sticking up their messages.
The first day, I feel so surprised. I can't imagine that so many Hong Kong people come out to write many memos on this wall. This is out of expected. We look many different kinds of memos, and some memos make me feel so touching. Because we found out that many people come out without reason, or they don't know the real reason why they are here. We just want to reflect about the purpose why they come out.
wall won't be there forever, so Won and his friends are trying to preserve it digitally.
We know one day the wall will erase all the memos. So I really feel sad about it. It's hard to protect this wall because there are many memos on this wall. We are going to create a Facebook fan page or Instagram or a website to use a digital method to collect all the memos. Try to use another method to keep this wall. When the day the police come, maybe we'll try our best to collect all the memos and find another place to keep it again. This wall is really can make them to can work together and maybe we have a camaraderie spirit of Hong Kong. Another way, they can really know why the purpose, why they are here, and make them maybe can stay here more longer. So I think this wall can affect many people's hearts. This wall is not belong to us, it belongs to every Hong Kong people.
That's all for this edition of Inside Story. If you have any comments or suggestions, email us at insidestory@atv.com.hk. We'd like to hear from you. I'm Yondan Latu. Thanks for watching.